The first 300 Ghanaians have left the country, went back to their country of birth in Ghana, which is something that Jacinta Ngobese has always wanted, and it's something that's happening right now because there are 800 individuals that have already signed up. But the thing is that out of the 300 that left today, only 10 of them were legal in the country. So yeah, that's pretty crazy. And you might think all of them, maybe all Ghanaians that are in South Africa are illegal, but no, the reason for that is because
they have made threats against migrants, immigrants, and refugees inside South Africa and given a deadline of 30th of June. These two that you see up here are the two criminals that have orchestrated the xenophobic attacks happening all over South Africa against migrants, immigrants, and refugees. His wealth being taken away from him. He's getting kicked out from his home. Women, children, all affected. People being refused entry into hospitals. South Africans will actually lie and deny that xenophobic attacks are happening all over the country.
They don't want us to stay in a flat. They tell us we must stay, we must fuck off, we must go back home. So why we are here? In our house, we are no more peace at all. That's why everyone come here. And the way they tell us on 30 June, they will kill us.
Who are criminals to take away the rights of foreigners inside South Africa, while the local government or the main government of South Africa is actually facilitating this xenophobic attacks.
Also, why don't white South Africans do anything about white foreign nationals? Well, excuse me, we're not in government. That's not our job. Secondly, white foreign nationals are our brothers. We love them. They're our racial kin. Maybe you should learn to love your brothers the way we love ours. Just a thought. With regards to my racial kin from Europe coming to this country, I hope more of them come. I hope this answers your question.
You know, this is for my black South Africans. I just want to ask a question. In 1994, a whole ass functioning fucking country was given to you guys for reparations, for saying sorry about apartheid and all that stuff. A whole functioning country was given to you guys, to say, yes, you know what, take it. Show me one damn country that did that. One damn country. The Americans didn't give it back to the Indians. Germany didn't give their country to Israel, but we gave our fucking country to you black people, and there's fuck all left about it, but we still have to make reparations. How does that work? What more do you want? What more do you bloody well want? I mean, we gave you a functioning, working country in 1994. What more do we have to do, I mean, really, it's like every day we hear on the news, Ramaphosa saying, reparations and we have to fix it. And what the fuck are you talking about? We gave you the country. Isn't that enough? What more do you want?
the ones that are illegal don't have documentation, and obviously they are having trouble in South Africa, and they are the ones that are most victimized. So the 10 that are actually legal, I guess they're just fed up because they wouldn't have any troubles because they're legal, right?
What we found is that of the 300
Ghanaians are set to leave, and I bet you many other countries are going to take their people, because even Nigeria took their people and they went back to Nigeria. And you might think this is a big victory, but when you look at it from another point of view, this is actually not a good reputation for South Africa as a whole, because South Africa is branding its own human rights and its own saving the vulnerable. So when it comes to this, South Africa has no standing in international talks, because right now South Africa seems like that xenophobic country that cannot protect minorities. Actually, it's xenophobic. It doesn't care about their fellow Africans. So we can even make that example of the ICJ case against Israel. Now South Africa, they'll be like, oh, you guys are fighting for human rights while you are chasing out fellow Africans from your own African country, and you are coming here to lecture us. So you see, South Africa, at the end of the day, because of this whole situation, it will seem like a xenophobic country and a hypocritical country at that. Begs the question, will Jacinta Ngobese and her whole crew, will they rest after this? Of course not. Even if all illegal immigrants were to leave the country, they wouldn't rest, because the next thing that they are going after is asylum seekers and refugees. And do you think they'll rest after that? Of course not, because the next thing after that, they'll start checking people's IDs if they are valid, and also check people who married into South Africans. If you are married to a South African and you are an immigrant, they'll check your marital status if it's legit or not. Do you think they'll rest after that? Of course not. The next thing that they will do is check every person in South Africa if their parents or grandparents are immigrants. And if your great-grandparents and grandparents are immigrants, then you don't really belong in South Africa, do you? So the only people at the end of the day that they will say will belong in South Africa will be people that were here in the 1800s, 1800s, 1700s. The original South Africans are the only ones that belong in South Africa. Seems like a joke for now, but trust me, I know history. I know how these things go. If Jacinta Ngobese is given the breathing space to do whatever she wants, that's where it's going.
So guys, it's no longer secret. The first batch of Ghanaians have left South Africa already. Maybe we don't know when they will come for the second batch. Guys, let me rest a little bit about South Africa. Now I want to enter Nigeria. So I went on the internet. I always, when I'm done with my videos, I go through on the Instagram, glance through, check some things that's happening, and I saw that some children have been kidnapped, like 46 children. Guys, I saw how these children were beaten. Oh my god. Do you know what? You see, Africa is just blessed, but we are not blessed with leaders that have sense. I'm telling you, Africa is not blessed with leaders that have sense, because I have seen how Nigerians have lent their voices. We should not only lend our voices on what is happening in South Africa. Guys, as a Nigerian, if you're not talking about what is happening right now in your country, then I don't know. Because I remember when Kanayo doing MVC whatever award, he made a statement what is happening in South Africa. We are also expecting everyone that lends their voice what was happening in South Africa, they should also lend their voice with what is happening in Nigeria. According to what is happening in Nigeria, today is Children's Day, and some group of children were being kidnapped. I don't know if they were from school. Guys, I saw the image of these children. Oh my god, I just want to cry, because I'm not a mother yet, but what if I send my child to school and tomorrow I don't see that child is being beaten in the bushes? Guys, and people were there watching, they are flocking these children. The government of Nigeria really needs to do something. President Tinubu really needs to do something. If Nigeria is more than President Tinubu, President Tinubu should just resign and give the presidency to another person that is competent. You get? This kidnapping is just too much. The unaliving of people in Nigeria is just too much. We are just tired of this. What is going on now? What is going on? Nigerians will be scared of their own country. If there is one place you should have peace, it's supposed to be your country, not anywhere else. But it's the Nigeria. Oh god, Nigeria is just a blessed country. But the thing that Nigeria is not blessed with is a good leader. I just feel so sorry. I just feel so sorry. What is happening? What is happening in Nigeria right now? God. Gosh.